Hi, this is David Dunsavage for Dr. Strickland's EDUC 5H6 research class, and this is post-reflection number 9. Well, happy Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving's over, so we're, getting very close to the end. I can't believe that this coming Wednesday, the real final draft of the Lit Review is due, and I don't know. I just hope I'm ready for it. What have I learned this week about research? I learned, hopefully, that I've done the Lit Review correct. My big fear was, am I going to have enough stuff? When do I know when to stop? When I have enough? Every time Dr. Strickland was like, well, just keep reading, it just would stress me out, beyond belief. So I hope I have it where I need it to be. It's certainly not there yet. I'm not done yet, but it's only Saturday, so I have a couple days left to go and get it done. What have been my challenges? Well, the teachers out there probably enjoyed being off Thanksgiving, and actually the other folks probably enjoyed being off Thanksgiving too. I worked during Thanksgiving. We have about 4 or 5 kids on campus, so I've been dealing with them. Since they don't have school, I'm on call and on duty 24/7 during the break. So that's been somewhat exhausting. So if I don't seem the most energetic, I apologize. So that also hasn't led to being the most conducive to getting this Lit Review done. But constant theme. When we were in class at one time, we were looking back on our old videos. The one thing that kept coming up for me that was just funny was time. But the reality is I just never feel like I have enough time to get this done. But we are getting very close, and it's just shut up and do it time. So I will have it done for this Wednesday. There's no doubt about it. I just hope it's done right, and I hope it's done well. What successes have I had? Well, just in general, I feel like I know where I'm going with the Lit Review. I think I have a clear vision, of what my funnel is, and starting off the definition aspect. I was kind of going with that a little bit, but I provided some good information on that. But I had redone the title to be more about finding what the correct redefining it, and I sort of moved away from that because I didn't feel like there was enough research there to support it with what I was doing. So the focus is back on, after the definition, the effects on achievement and the effects on well-being for kids. And so yes, that's where that is. What have you learned about myself as a consumer? I feel like I can go after research now. I think I understand what research is meant to be. I don't think it's for me, or at least it's not for me in this job. I really find it interesting reading all these articles and finding out how these studies wound up and what people did. But I just I don't know. I just don't seem to have the time to really enjoy it. So hopefully I'm doing it right and it turns out well. I know a lot more now than I ever did before about research. What really is research? When people used to say stuff like qualitative and quantitative before, I'd be like, what are you talking about? So I do feel like from the beginning of the semester I've come a long way, just knowing what to look for when I see charts and statistics, and what understanding how big a word significant is, statistically significant, and what that means. So I feel like I'm a much better consumer of research than I was, but I just don't know how much that's saying. What's my next steps? I guess my next steps are just to finish off my my lit review and get it to where it needs to be for the final draft on Wednesday. Hopefully it's done well enough that I won't have a ton of revisions, but if I do, I do, and I'll get it right. I just hope I hope I did the right thing. I hope it'll make sense. When it's all said and done, I don't want it to be a repeat of the anti-bibliography situation, but we'll see Wednesday. So that's it for me. This is David and Savage for Dr. Strickland's ED UC 586 class. Signing off.